Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me today, this morning.
Wait, I need hold on. Please hold for 1 second. Okay, that's better.
Great. How are you feeling?
I'm slightly better today, but still under the weather.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thank you for taking the time to meet with me on a weekend. No worries about being late today for this meeting. That will not affect your review for this year, though it may impact your review for next year.
Noted, noted. Thank you.
Okay, so in a moment, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. A couple housekeeping mentions before we begin. This call is being recorded for perpetuity and HR purposes. And by being on this call, you do consent to your likeness being captured by the company. This call should take about 30 to 35 minutes, and there will be a Q&A session afterwards if you have any questions.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Can you see what I'm seeing?
I can see your screen. Rachel Lazarus Maternal Performance Review. Fantastic. Yes.
Right. Excellent. Okay. And so, as you know, my name is Fallon Lazarus. I am the Chief Executive Offspring of Lazarus Unlimited. And today, our meeting objective is to conduct a comprehensive review of maternal performance outcomes, your maternal performance outcomes, recognize exceptional contributions to household culture and stakeholder well-being. We'll also be discussing opportunities for continued growth, support, and operational excellence in the upcoming fiscal and family year. Some key metrics we've observed right off the bat. Um, uh, Random check-ins via phone call have been up 45%, and that has gone over really well with shareholders as well as emergency emotional support. That's hovered around a solid 25%, which is pretty much what you want. And then submitting links, reels, and articles, sharing social media posts, things like that. That's hovering about 30%. That's pretty ideal. It's not too much and it's not too little. Your key KPIs for this year, the most important one, operational burnout, how you've been operating this year so far, you're at a 47% risk of burnout, which is considerable. We want to keep that below a 50% and you're within that margin. So we're really happy to see that. In-person visits are up to 68%. We're really happy about that. That's well above. We want to keep that above 50%. And this year, we saw some unprecedented growth. So we were really happy to see that. Overall, daughter satisfaction is at an 89%. That's a B plus. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but overall, well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, of course. We've gathered some data, some performance data this year. Um, You've demonstrated growth in household stability, emotional intelligence initiatives, and community goodwill. You've successfully maintained operational continuity through multiple high stress market conditions. That was very impressive. We've also noticed a pretty static maintaining a number of users, and you've intentionally, it seems, intentionally maintained a lean user ecosystem to avoid burnout. Again, burnout is below 50% chance, and preserve the quality of assurance standards and to ensure premium support experiences for all active accounts, which we've observed you've been successful in. The only increase that I see, which you can see in this bar graph on the far left, is an increase in animals from the 2024 year to the 2025 year to this year, there's been a single marker increase in animals, but overall, that hasn't had a huge impact on the other shareholders from what we've observed. The line graph on the right is just some data we've collected with regard to maternal services that you've provided. The T shares are a bit lower than we would like, but we understand that that's due to, that's more of an in-person service. But virtually phone calls have been been maintained pretty high between 15 to 25 each month. Obviously, May is this month, so we're just at the beginning. But even in May, you've already had 5 phone calls, not including this meeting. So well done on that.
Cool.
Next, moving on to some challenges and solutions. Um, this is nothing new to you. The rapid problem solving. Shareholders have observed that, Rachel, occasionally you will demonstrate a tendency toward rapid response solution deployment during stakeholder distress events. While I know operational intent remains exceptionally high, the affected parties have reported a preference for increased emotional validation prior to strategic consultation rollout. But we already know that we've discussed this with you in the past. That being said, we have noticed and would like to acknowledge that you have made corrective implementations with regard to rapid problem solving. Uh, our performance review has indicated significant improvement in active listening, emotional attunement, and restraint during high emotion discussions. This includes consistent willingness to adapt communication strategies in pursuit of long-term stakeholder trust, emotional safety, and relational effectiveness. We've noticed this happen in real time. You've also demonstrated strong responsiveness to stakeholder feedback and clear commitment to evolving support strategies over time. So yeah, your improvement trajectory remains exceptionally promising. Some of your high impact achievements that you've made over this family year. The number one most impactful thing was the overnight company retreat. You successfully completed a 2-week in-house engagement focused on quality time, morale enhancement, creative collaboration, and general stakeholder enrichment. This increased household warmth, improved daily enjoyment metrics, sustained laughter generationally, and that looks like a typo there. And there was a significant rise in overall emotional well-being. Stakeholders that participated in that event also noted the value of uninterrupted access to your presence and your attentiveness and companionship through the duration of the residency period. The other high impact achievement has been your communication recovery tactics, as we discussed in the challenges and solutions slide. You've demonstrated exceptional emotional resilience and de-escalation tactics that you've deployed during multiple high tension stakeholder communication events just this year within the last 6 months. You've maintained a calm, patient, and compassionate presence despite temporary system overwhelm, which is very impressive. We know that elevated emotional intensity events can be difficult. So rather than withdrawing operational support, we've observed that or reacting defensively, we've observed that you have remained engaged, adaptive, emotionally available until the full relational stability was restored. So that really helps strengthen stakeholder trust and reinforce confidence in the durability of your family partnerships. So now we're gonna get into some community feedback.
Community feedback.
Yeah. How big is this on your screen? Are you able to read these slides? Is the text too small?
I'm like, let me see if I can switch my. That's better. Okay, if I turned sideways, that's better. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch off of headphones. Okay, you can read these all right?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, the following slides are a selection of testimonials collected from trusted community members regarding your performance and your impact on them overall. So I'll go ahead and let you read these.
Okay. Senior friend of mine. Nice. Okay. Okay.
Now, Rachel, I am getting kind of bored here, so I think I will continue to read the text
Okay.
ones for you. Um,
Okay.
all right. Our senior father figure states that you are full of adventure, you're spontaneous, and you never know what you're going to get. That you are full of life. And another trusted patron says that I love that she reminds me of what a mom can be in the wake of what I had to live with. Another trusted patron states, well, obviously, the first one is that she created the greatest person in the world, and that's really cool. But the second one is I think she has a really calming energy, very pleasant voice, just to be around, just so nice to be around. I feel like if I was having a really bad day, just being around her would make me go, you know what? It's not that bad. Rachel is the personification of someone going, there, champ. It'll be all right. Your chief security officer stated, there's so many things about her. Tough to single out one quality. She's a complex human. So I just listed them out in bullet points. He gave 2 slides worth of information. So I'll just go down the line. I don't know if these are in order of importance or not, but they are order in which he wrote them. Um, Her ability to start a business or organize business. Her honest approach to witchcraft. Her big booty figure, big legs. She's a great looking woman. She ain't no punk. When it's time to get down, I know she gon' get down. She'll pull a pistol out on a motherfucker if they think or wish they could. Next slide. Her allyship in regard to the African and indigenous diaspora without compromising who she is or being exploitative of our culture. Her relationship with both of her daughters, I love how she is with you two. The positive impact she has on most people she encounters. She has a whole witch coven that she started, her creativity, and there's a lot more. Now, this testimonial was an audio testimonial, so we'll go ahead and open. You still see my screen, Rachel?
I can.
I'm just going to play this
Okay.
and let me know if there's any problems hearing it. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear it.
Hey, Fallon. Yeah, I literally have no idea how to name just like the one thing that I love about your mom. So you can choose whatever thing you think from my ramblings. I love that your mom is always up for an adventure. That's how we kicked off our friendship, was she just casually asked me one day at work, like, so, what are you doing after work? And um, I was like, I'm going to get pierced. You want to come with me? And she's like, yeah. And we just like went and got pierced. And definitely having the store and everything was one big adventure. We always kind of make an impression whenever we're together. I love her laugh and her love for big hats and how cute she looks in literally any hat. Like, that's amazing. And I don't know, like I just am like, because I really love everything about her. Um, the devilish delight in going to get coffee, even though we both know that coffee doesn't agree with our bodies. And um, yeah, that every time I'm with her, and if I take any photos of her, there's guaranteed to be one where she looks like a donkey, and we don't know why, but there's something about the very specific way apparently that I make her laugh. And so yeah, I love laughing with her. Your mom is very easy to laugh to and to make laugh, and I I just love that. But I mean, from hanging out with her, like when you get it at the next level, you're just like, yes, it's like so good. But yeah, I love like just so much of her range, like her Gemini range, from being like witchy, mystical, to ready to go to the mall, to putting a bandana on her head and homesteading and flying across country with me to bury my mom, on a small island in Maine, and going like, okay, we're just going to try to visit every New England state in 5 days. So I think a lot of it does boil down to like the adventuresome spirit and um, encouraging the drive to keep going as well, you know. So I love your mom.
Wow, that was really sweet. Oh my God, so cute.
And then I think our last piece of community feedback is from our chief operations offspring. She says, and this feedback was written in rhyme scheme, bad bitch, ass fat, 40-inch reel, yours came in a pack.
That's funnier than everything else. There was so many funny things. But I'm like, what pack? What came in a pack? Gemini?
She's referring to bundles, to hair inches.
Oh,
You have
40 real.
you do not
I
have
get
a,
it. I get it now. 48 real, yours came in a pack.
right.
Thank you for the cultural reference
You
that
have
I
a natural bust
somehow
down.
missed. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
A natural what?
Bust down, a bust down wig.
I don't know what that is.
That's okay. I can send you an infographic after the meeting.
Okay, that sounds
We only have 40 minutes on this Zoom plan, so.
okay. Sorry.
All right. So that concludes our community feedback portion. And these were all in response to the prompt of what's your favorite thing about Rachel?
Oh, amazing.
In review, following a comprehensive review period, findings indicate that you, Rachel, consistently operate with exceptional degree of care, loyalty, emotional investment, and dedication to stakeholder well-being. Stakeholder feedback repeatedly emphasizes feeling deeply supported, remembered, and valued over long-term operational timelines. Our final assessment this year, the 2025 to 2026 year, is that you are an extraordinarily effective mother. You are a trusted advisor and a foundational force within Lazarus Unlimited. And we would very much like to retain you for the future.
Incredible.
Moving forward, our new goals and objectives for you as an employee, and these are our goals that we would like to help you do your job better, but is increase our end of two-way calling. Increase the use of two-way communication systems by initiating mother-daughter outreach. We've noticed that the outreach has been mostly initiated by you, and I think our team can do more to be the initiators. We'll also be redefining communications by experimenting with utilizing maternal knowledge more frequently. So again, more phone calls, but focusing on shorter sessions rather than long legacy sessions to avoid team burnout. So while most of the time we're always going to seek quality over quantity, this time we're seeking both. We'd also like to prioritize spending time together and leverage the mother-daughter 2026-2027 Japan trip as motivation for generating additional streams of income. Just having prioritizing quality time, in-person quality time, and using future potentials to increase the resources to do that. And then finally, we'd like to propose a playful growth initiative with you, perhaps launching a snail mail initiative with the goal of fostering higher morale and also stimulating washi tape usage.
Hell yes. Okay. I would just love to interject really quickly here.
We are almost done with
Okay.
and there is a Q&A session at the end of the meeting.
Sorry.
Okay, please put a pin in that or type in the chat your notes. I don't want you to forget what you were about to say. Finally, we appreciate your contributions. You are a highly valued member of our team, and we have been consistently impressed with your impact and dedication to improvement. And we look forward to continuing our work together toward our goals. Thank you for being my mom.
Oh my God, that is so sweet. Look at those pictures. Oh my God. Um, Fallon, Miss Lazarus,
Oh,
does
oh.
this conclude our?
Yes, now we will begin. Now is the Q&A session. Now is the time to ask questions and let your voice be heard. Thank you for your patience.
First of all, I don't know what prompted this this review, but this is probably, I mean, this is top tier. Maybe perhaps the best of the best so far. I don't even know where you learned all this language from. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Um, Snail mail initiative. I already bought a sheet of stamps to actually initiate this on my own. The last time I mailed you something, and
No
I
way.
just, yeah, I tried to get one, but they didn't have it, so I got this other sheet. You'll see when they arrive, when the first one arrives. But thank you for reminding me of the option of washi tape as a thing to include, a little decoupage, perhaps, or other bizarre things. This was really amazing. It made me laugh so hard, and I also feel like crying. It was so sweet to be recognized, have my left brain or my right brain, whatever intellectual linear side, to be recognized so deeply. It was really amazing.
I love you. I was like, I don't have anything. I'm not with you, so I don't have anything to like give you. Um, and so I was like, what's just a different way that I can communicate that will not just be another phone call of like, I appreciate you, you know. Um,
This was awesome. The fact that you got community involved,
that,
that was pretty amazing.
that was essential. That was an essential component.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unmatched.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen. And I'll stop recording this meeting. Any final comments?
No, I'm very pleased to continue my service with Lazarus Unlimited, and I hope for an even more prosperous and communally beneficial year with an increased reduction in burnout
Mm,
this coming season, despite the addition of one more household family member.
right. Yeah. Well, we wish you the best of luck and thank you again for your service.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for this meeting. It's greatly appreciated.